Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? I hope that you are all well. I hope that you are having a beautiful day. Here it's a bit cold, but now inside the house it's okay. Please let me know if you can hear me well. So, also let me type it. Let me know if you can hear me well. Okay, and today in this video we are going to review some pretty cool websites and some pretty cool projects and new ideas. We are also going to see some things that I don't think that I haven't seen before. This is like the 38th review that I'm doing, but I have actually done almost 150 reviews, so I'm really glad about that. Things are going like really well, and if you also have like a website that you want me to review, just check out the description box and you can also find a way to take part in it. It's audible. Okay, so I'm glad that it's audible. Just give me 1 second to check something and then we can start. But yes, as I was saying, do check the description box so you can find also a way to take part. Okay, so if you see me like looking in that way, it's because I have like my monitor with the websites, but if you see me like looking on this side, it's because like I have all of your comments and the live stream and stuff like that. Alright, now we can actually start, and I think that I'm a little bit hot inside here. The first website that we are going to see, it's coming from, I have my notes in front of me, so also if you see me looking down, you know why. So the first website, it's coming from, no, it's not that one. Oh yes, it's that one. It's coming from Sagdi, and I hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So Sagdi that sent me this portfolio project says that he is a full stack developer experimenting with UI and UX, and I like the color combination and I like that it's quite simple. I like a minimal design. Something that I also found in this project, in this portfolio, is that Sagdi has also written a blog post about how he made by himself like this cool project, and I always like reading stuff like that because sometimes people are sending me projects or designs that somebody else has done for them, so I appreciate when I see someone that he or she has done the website from scratch. I love that. Happy new, stay tuned because we also have today your review, the portfolio for your review, so stay tuned. Okay, so some things that we can see immediately when we look on that side is that Sagdi is a full stack developer. We can also see the projects. We can see, I think that he has like 3 or 4 projects. This is quite cool. I like the small animation that I can see here. Something that I'm not sure about is like this line here. Take a look on this line, the orange line here. That is like changing or switching. I don't know how to describe it better. But let me also know in the comments if you do like this animation. And in general, I want this video to be as much interactive as possible, and I don't want to give only my opinion. So again, in the comments below, like feel free to write how you feel about each website. Okay, so what else do we have? We have the projects, and I'm going to click in one of those projects. But as you can see, like nothing really happens. I don't know why. I will click now on this, which we can see like 4 images, but again, nothing. So probably something that I would prefer to see here. Maybe this is only a header, okay? but I thought when I first saw that this is also where you host your projects. So I thought that I could click it. This is a wrong mental model, okay? Because people will think that these are your projects and they will try to click on them. Anyway, scrolling a little bit down, I don't have anything else. I can see here that you have like this scroll bar here and as well here. This means that their responsiveness is not 100% correctly. I shouldn't be able to see these scroll bars. There is no point for them, so do check out your responsiveness, okay? And okay, now I also saw in the comments Ioanni, which says Kalimera. Kalimera και σε σένα, ευχαριστώ που παρακολουθείς. Continuing, we have the social media here. It's a nice addition and I always enjoy seeing these like small animations. It's very small, but it's like kind of cool. So I do appreciate that small animation here. Do keep it. The other thing that I was, I don't know how to describe it, but it was a little strange for me, was like these three dots here. I can click on these dots and now I can see bio projects, blog-ish, contact and playground, and this button here for closing the menu. I would prefer to see that menu maybe up here or maybe here on the left side, because this is like, if I collapse this, it's like you don't have a menu, but you do have a menu. So make it obvious that you have a menu. I will click on bio, and bio, like I've already read that stuff. I think that it's pretty cool. It's nice that I get to know Sagdi a little bit more. Now the other thing is projects. Now I can finally see your projects. You also have like a nice animation and a nice hover effect here. I appreciate that. I will click in one of those projects, but there is also something that I have noticed in a lot of projects actually, is that the person that is using your website has the feeling that this is a clickable, but it's not. The only thing that I can click here is this, which is like you know, a link. I would prefer to be able to click on the whole tile here, on the whole block here. I don't know guys, again, like in the comments, do let me know what you think about it. Do you like being able to click only on the icon right here, or would you prefer to be able to click like here on the whole page, on the whole block? Because these are for projects and I think that it's easier if you just click on that project. Anyway, we can see some nice stuff here. I like your projects, they are kind of cool. Now let's continue. We have the playground. I also really like that idea. It's something that I don't think I have seen somewhere before. It's a JavaScript analog clock and it says he's still waiting for hair. Nice. The time, obviously it's correct. It's displaying my time zone, which is like almost like 1 o'clock. That's pretty cool. Okay, now I can also see your comments, and the coding DC says I have the same opinion. Yeah, I do prefer also having these big tiles, which they are clickable and you don't only have to click the small icon. Today we will see other portfolios as well that they have the same thing. So you will hear me mentioning that thing again. Anyway, as far as the playground concerns, I like this cool idea, it's nice, and there are also some quotes here that you can just click on them and we can see like different quotes every time. For this, I would prefer to see it in the middle, so maybe center it in the middle, because here it's a little bit weird again, at least for me. And okay, pretty much that's it. I will continue with a blog. Something that it's different again here is that when I saw the word blog, I thought that we would have some blog posts. Like again, I have a question for you guys here again. If you see somewhere that says blog, wouldn't you think that you will see some blog posts inside the blog? At least that's what I thought. But it's not that. I am in the category blog right now, but we have some facts about the person that built this project, the tools, and some other information. But this is not blog. Blog is something different. Blog is where you host your blog posts. Here, this is more like information about the person who built that project, which is kind of cool. I don't disagree with that. I would just prefer having here a different name, not blog, maybe info, maybe about me, something like that. And the last thing is the contact. So on the contact we have like a beautiful form. This is okay. I wouldn't change something here. It's kind of cool. And the last thing, so I'm going to click that arrow up here. The last thing is that we can see here it is blog-ish, but if I click on that blog-ish, here it says blog. This is a different name, and because we want consistency, we should be using the same name everywhere. So if you write that blogish, then you should also have it right here as blogish. If you write blog, then you can also use blog. And one last thing, and then we will change website. It's that I would prefer to have something that shows me where I am. For example, now I am in blog. I would like to see maybe this with a different color. If I change the projects, maybe I would like this to be again with a different color, maybe to pop up a little bit, maybe to have like, I don't know, something that shows me that now I'm in the projects category, I'm in the playground category, or the drill. Okay, that was it for that website. Let's continue with the second one. And again, like if you have any suggestion for the previous one or the one that we are about to see right now, let me know and maybe we can fix that. Alright, now the second website is again a portfolio. It's coming to us from Carlos Medina, and he is a software engineer and designer. Thank you very much, Carlos, for your submission too. Now here I do have a few concerns. I have to say that and be honest. One of those concerns is that here I have the favicon of React. Maybe you have missed that, but you should have your own favicon, so do change that. Another thing is that I would prefer to see maybe a little bit bigger font size and also in a different color. I don't mind this gray color, but the color contrast between gray and white, it's quite small. So I would prefer like a darker shade. Maybe not black, but definitely a darker one than this gray one. Okay, now I can see here you have email, LinkedIn, contact, etc. Again, to be honest, at first I didn't see those. I thought that it's something inside the image. Maybe it's my wrong, maybe I should be a little bit more careful. But again, do take notice that the person that is going to see your portfolio, maybe he or she doesn't have much time to check on it. And I don't mean myself, I mean maybe a boss, maybe a hiring person, maybe someone that has to look a lot of portfolios, maybe he or she won't have the time to check all the details. Again, guys, like in the comments, do let me know your opinion about all those things that I am saying. I want this video to be as much interactive as possible. Okay, now the other thing is with Carlos' website. I'm sorry about that. I'm okay, trust me. So the other thing is that I have here the projects. The problem is that I clicked on these projects, but they are just images. So again, we have the same problem. This is a tile that should be clickable. There is no point having only a plus button here for checking the project. Really, I didn't see that one. Like I was about to exit that website because I was checking the websites before I start this live stream. So I was about to move on. And then, like, I just saw that plus icon and I thought that, okay, maybe I could click on that. Another thing that I noticed is that I have here, so from here you can check all of your projects, and it's cool that you have like some icons here. It's faster for the other person to understand with what you have worked with. But something that I noticed is that some of your projects, like this one, which is the fourth one, doesn't have an image. Something is wrong with the image. And then on the second one, I think it was like, no, it was in the first one that I tried to click on view, and it's 403. I had this issue with two of your websites, the first one, and I also think like the third one. So do check out your links, because this is like a big no-no. Okay, be careful with that. Yeah. Now I can also see your comments that you say, because I was coughing, like get some water. I do have some water with me in this nice bowl. Yeah, maybe I should drink some. Okay, I've been talking all day, guys. Maybe that's why my voice is like that, but I promise you that I'm okay. I don't have anything. Cool, let's continue with the home. But as I was saying, as far as the project's concerns, check out your links. Everything should work fine and they should be public. The links should be public. The second thing is, I noticed that there aren't icons to all of your to all of the technologies. Like here we are missing some stuff. And the third thing is that make the font color a little bit different, maybe a little bit darker, not black but darker. Okay, and the other thing that I did is to check your project on a mobile form, and I think that it looks pretty okay. It doesn't have like any issues. I do like that. It's quite simple, so kudos on that as well. Maybe I would also prefer to see an image of yourself. This would be maybe also a nice addition, but pretty much that's it. I don't know, guys, if you have like any other suggestion, do let me know in the comments. And let's continue with another website. This website, so the third website is coming from Chenille. I don't know how to pronounce that name correctly, so I will say like Chenille. I like that website. I'm 100% sure that I have seen that website before, so I know that this is not like an original project. And if I also actually go to the last part, if I go to the footer, I can also see this one, designed by blah blah blah. So I have to say kudos to that girl that designed that website, because it looks like really cool and I like that design. As I've said, I've seen that design before, so many people are using that specific template. Nice work, nice job here. So let's start reviewing that website. For this website, the first thing here that I noticed, I actually barely noticed, is that there is an icon here, a logo, but it's not visible. I'm not sure even if you can see that one. It's this black logo. I'm not sure what it represents, but the logo should represent something. I thought that maybe has to do something with your name, maybe something with S, something with A. I don't know, I cannot figure it out, but my suggestion would be to change that. Maybe you can use the S with that color. The color combination would be nice with this green one and the blue one. So do change that, please. Other than that, I do like the whole structure. As I've said, I have seen that structure before, so I'm not going into a lot of details in the design part. In the About Me section, again, it's nice that I can see like a lot of information about you. You seem like a nice person, a hard-working person. I like your image. Maybe you could have like a white background, but it's quite cool so far. and I can see your work. This is nice. We have this minimal template here, again, like nice work. I don't think that I would change anything. And then we can see your projects. We have this one for the weather, we have another one for Cafe King and Twitter Analyzer. It's a good work. Something that I would change here is that, as you can see, when I click on that icon, I'm being transferred to another website, and we don't want that. We want the user to stay in your website. So make that small change to open in a different tab. But all in all, like, it's a nice project. I do like the design. Okay. Then we have like some noteworthy blogs. I would change that, and instead of blogs, I would say blog posts. Okay, blog posts, not only blogs. Here I have like the same issue that I mentioned before. I tried to click on one of those blog posts, but I couldn't. What I should have done is to click here on that icon. Again, guys, like the other person who is browsing your website, he or she won't have much time to take a look on those small details. Try to make everything easier. So here, to make things easier, just make the whole tile clickable. Just make this whole blog clickable, because now I'm trying to click on it and I can. I know that if I click here, I will be transferred to DevTube. Okay, that's cool. But trust me, the other person won't have much time to do that. And it's not only that. Here, if I right click, I have to right click in order to open that in a different website. If I just click on it, it will open in the same website. And we don't want that. We want the user to stay in your website, and they can transfer on their own into the other website. Okay? Keep that in mind. Cool. Let's continue with the last part, which is the get in touch. I do like that. Everything again here is minimal, and it's as it should be. I don't think that I would change anything else apart from the things that I mentioned. But if you guys like have anything else to add or to suggest, feel free to do so in the comments. Okay, and now I think that we can also transfer to another website. Okay, so let's start checking this website. It's also a portfolio one, and the designer or the developer behind it is Gopinath, which is like a front-end developer. He is a front-end developer. I do like this part up here. I think that it's something different, something that we are not very used to see. And I have some minor changes to suggest here as well. As we can notice up here, the favicon is missing, so do add the favicon. And maybe I would also like to see an image of Gopinath. If I go a little bit lower in the about section, I do have an image here, but I would maybe like to see it up here as well, or only up here, not in two places. And the other thing is that this image doesn't look very professional. And I know that not everyone can have like a professional image, and but there are some things that you can do to make your photo look a little bit more professional. Like you can remove the background, make it like a black or white background, and definitely do keep an eye on the brightness. This photo has like really low levels of brightness, and I can barely see like the other person. Okay, now in the about section, I would prefer to center this, to align it to the left, not in the middle, so align it to the left. When we see an alignment on the left, it's easier for the other person to read it. We want to have the maximum readability, so do change that and have it like on the left part. The other thing here is on my projects. I like that you have categorized them as JavaScript projects and React projects and yeah, like these two things. I do like it. Again, I have the same suggestion that here I cannot click on the project. I just have to go on read more, and when I hover on read more, the font color is changing and it's something very light, which is again like a little bit harder to be read. So do change that color to something darker so the other person can read it easily, and also make this whole tile, make this whole block clickable, so I can just go there, click it, and make this open. Now I cannot do that. The only thing that I can is click on here. Okay, so if I click here, I see the project. Maybe I would also like to see some more information about how you built that project. So yeah, do add that. And I don't know, guys, like if you have anything else, leave a comment on what could be changed. All right. Continuing, we have the skill set, and in the skill set I can see that you have like those images here, and I would suggest you here two things. The first thing is you could have like a small animation, very small one, maybe the one that it makes the icons to look a little bit bigger, like it pops up a little bit when you hover on them. And the other suggestion